Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We're everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the 14th episode of ReLIFE. Now, episode 13 was absolutely beautiful. It honestly felt like a finale to me. Like with the whole summer festival, the fireworks, Rena and Olga becoming like an official thing, an official couple. The beautiful scene we had with Arata and Chizuru at the end of episode 13. We learned that Chizuru is in fact the first test subject for the ReLIFE experiment. But we have 4 more episodes to go, so I'm not really complaining about that, honestly, because we can even go further into Chizuru and Arata's relationship because there's one thing holding them back right now, and we know what it is. Now that we know both of them are a part of the experiment, it's the whole, like, them forgetting. Like, if Arata was to confess to Chizuru, in his head right now, he's thinking, well, I'm just going to forget, so what's, the point anyway? Like, why would I do that? And Chizuru's thinking the same thing, but in reality, they're both a part of the experiment. So I feel like once they both figure that out about each other, like 100%, that they're both a part of the experiment, then it'll be easier for them to confess their feelings to each other. But at the end, apparently they're still going to forget. But still, we'll see what happens with all of that. We're getting into more of the ReLIFE greatness. So yeah, we're starting at the very beginning of this episode 14. We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1, play. So yeah, here's Chizuru. So maybe we're gonna go more into before she got into the experiment. Rick and Rio, man. It's very similar to when he he first ran into Arata, or when Arata ran into him, I should say. Cheezer was kind of like in a rut too, as well. Like you know being rejected, having trouble making it out there. And as you can tell, she was isolated, alone, didn't really have friends or didn't open up to anybody really. Didn't really take advantage of the ReLIFE, the meeting of the program. Because we know that the first experiment failed. The first time around, we did learn that earlier in the series that it was bad. But that was my guess. You guys could go back. I know you guys. Some of you have been following my ReLIFE reactions, but like that was like my main guess was Chizuru, especially how some of the scenes were like directed and just like the tone of certain scenes, focused on her and Arata, like and just it. Look at Chizuru's character compared to all of the other characters. She seems the one most fitting of being a part of the ReLIFE experiment. Because she needs the most work done to her, if you'd want to say, or put it like that. Um, so I mean, it wasn't like a super surprise to me, but I mean, like once they both find out about each other being a part of the experiments, like I think it's gonna go that way, then that is going to be special. That's whenever that comes, if it comes, you know. But I just want to see the relationship go further. I want to see them confess to each other. But then the pain that could come with that, if they actually do end up forgetting, like that's a part of me that kind of wants them to go further with it, and then there's a part of me that doesn't because I feel like the potential heartbreak um, could be like immense, for like as we reach the conclusion. Glad we still got the same opening as well. Episode 14, Seed. Another makeup test loop. It's only right. The girls' results. What happened? What are the? I want to. Oh, Rena overtook Chizuru. No response. Even more furious than she is right now. Right, right. That's Retta for you. She's a tough cookie, but she does have a soft spot. We know she has. So that means she overtakes her as the class rep. Come on now. Come on now. Has she like not even realized that though? That possibly it could be Arata. Him being on her mind, making her not really excel as much in the with the test. Yeah, she doesn't even really get it herself, or what it is. But I mean, that would be possibly what is going on. She's not a robot. You can't put it that way, Renna. That's kind of mean. Nice little girls talk. There's that smile. I'm waiting for it. Oh, I thought she was gonna give her the classic smile, but that was, she's been smiling more too. We saw that. She's called Rio out here because we know she's a part of the experiment. Is Kazaki also a real life test subject? Ooh, and a need, and a need at that. Can neither confirm nor deny. Boo. Jeez. His experiment would end and you would never see him again? If what? If she found out? Or if that was revealed to her? That's that's fucked up, man. I feel like he might be lying about that. Well, yeah, obviously she's noticed a lot about him and picked up on kind of the things he does and how he's more like an adult. And and out of nowhere. Surprise. Surprise. So now Anne's in charge of Chizuru. Rio's still with the Rata, so she she still can't believe it. She probably wants because we saw in episode 13 like Arata definitely has a thing. Like he has a love for Chizuru, and I'm pretty sure Chizuru feels the same way. So like if she knew that he was a part of the experiment, maybe she feels like she could get her feelings out. That's how they both feel. Like like they want to get their feelings out so bad. Of course he will. He'll still be around because he's also in charge of another student. She has to find it odd that he's still going to be sticking around. Ding 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 ding, but he can't answer that. He can't answer that. She's definitely hitting the nail right on the head, right? I mean, she's right, but they can't say. They That's great because they know what they were doing with getting them separated and alone, like they were watching them. Like, see, that's what I was thinking of. Like, if she knew that he was actually an adult, then she could get her feelings out there easy. But they're like this is even messing with her head more. It's saying like, oh, I can't tell you whether or not, and also the whole thing like, if you do find out, then you'll forget about him and the experiment will end for him and all that. So that's probably on her mind a whole lot more, like bugging her a whole lot more than maybe before. There you go. A little bit of a different mindset at the start of this year. At the start of the yeah, see, and it's been a lot because of Arata. That's that picture though. Yeah, Arata's played a big part in her changing, and then Chizuru's also played a big part in Arata changing, and also all the people around them, not even just Arata or Chizuru, but the friends around them. So now we're gonna have the cultural festival. We had the summer festival. We got the cultural festival coming. We usually get a cultural festival in most of these school, anime. Well, there you go. Looks like he's kind of getting sucked into this. The boys officer, Arata. Nice. Chizuru as the girls? Really? Well, what a coincidence. Well, that works out nicely then. You got the two class heads with Oga and Rena, and then the two officers for the cultural festival and Chizuru and Arata. Only fitting. Usually she wouldn't, usually she wouldn't be. You wouldn't think for her to be. Yeah, when he said that, it was like that was probably a big blinker to her that like, oh, this guy has to be a part of the real life experiment. Like it just sounds like kind of like his last words, what he can say without confessing. That just would make it obvious to me, and that's why she's been led to the point where she thinks that he could be a part of it. I just can't wait till they both find out about each other in the real life experiment and all that, like 100% when it's like confirmed, right? Like, because they kind of have like, especially Chizuru has like hints, or she's getting to that conclusion, but she doesn't have 100%. Look at Chizuru in the background. What happened? They already having some trouble with their relationship? Ooh. Is there a reason though that she can't come over to your house, or you nervous, or what? His brother has been a shut-in for a while. Really? Wow. So that's what was holding him back. Sounds like his brother would be a perfect, candidate for the ReLIFE program. True. Definitely. I think Rena won't. She'll be fine. She's not that type of girl. Very. Yeah. We know she's a very hard worker. I wouldn't be worried about Rena. I wouldn't be worried. I mean, yeah, you're a couple too. You should be, I feel like because you guys are so madly in love with each other, you should be able to tell each other things like that. But I can understand why Olga's having a problem with this. Why or why he feels that way. There's that look at Cheezer too, man, from Arata. Like, two real life subjects, helping out others together, working together too. Oh, hell yeah. Gotta love Olga, man. Yeah, what would they both think if they if they knew the real me's of each other? Why do you care about that? Because you're in love with her. Because you have a thing for each other. Got the cultural festival, everything in motion. Look at that. Looks like they're getting along again. Back to normal, huh? Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Chizu really has it locked down though. She has everything going pretty smoothly. That's good to see. And Arata loves seeing that. I like this song. Aw, she pass out. She's been working really hard. I mean everyone has, but like her especially. Don't do anything weird, man. Oh, excuse me. Hope she just woke up. But see, he wants to act on those emotions so much, on those urges so much, because he has a thing for her, because he's in love with her. You know, that was made very apparent in the previous episode. He's just wishing that he could. He just wants to so bad. I'm in love with her. Damn, man. But that was made like apparent. But for him to actually say it, and for him to come to that realization, man, like you actually say it to himself, like he knows deep down 100% now, like he thinks, not even thinks that he's in love with her. Uh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. But great episode of ReLife once again. Um, getting more on Cheezer's past as well with the first time, the first go around with the experiment and all that. The first year, we know how that went. Second year, she came back, um, a lot better, different kind of attitude, different way she was carrying herself, in big part to Arata. We also had the whole thing. Um, with Chizuru's kind of curiosity about Arata being a part of the real life experiment. She can't, be answered. She can't be given an answer by Rio or Anne, because that's like against, I guess, the whole real life experiment. And if apparently, like from what Rio said, I don't know if this was a lie or what, but he said something along the lines of like, if she was to find out that he is a part of the real life experiment, like his experiment would end or something like that, and she would forget about him. Um, so like a lot of the conditions that come with this real life experience, like they're like they're so fucked up, yeah, because you want these characters to get together, you want them to be in love and just be a thing already, but then there's the whole thing about them forgetting, and it's just like but that's what's holding both of them back right now. Um, but yeah, we also had the being switched over for Rio being switched over to Anne for the supervisor position over Chizuru as well. That was a big thing. Also, just Chizuru and Arata working together and helping others. Both of them being the real life test subjects. Like, look how far they've came from where they were as adults. Look what they're doing now. Like, it's very special stuff. And also, there's the whole love thing going on as well, because Chizuru has something for Arata. We know this, but she has to hold back. She can't say anything, and Arata is the same way. And it's gonna reach that point where they are gonna actually confess to each other. I'm just like, I want it to happen. I want to see it happen. I'm ready for it to happen, but I'm also not ready because it's just like there's that potential kind of heartbreak there if they actually do forget. Um, but yeah, great stuff all around, man. What we had with Olga as well in this episode with his brother, and then just Arata and Chizuru's involvement, like I said, in that scene and their words for Olga and helping him out. And look, Olga and Rena, they had a little kind of argument, a little time where they were like maybe separated or whatever. Things weren't really going so well, but now it looks like they're back to normal, and this cultural festival is shaping up to be pretty good, pretty good. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this episode of ReLife. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.